welcome. folks. He's down with an injury. Oh, what a awful thing to have. What's with all the fucking injuries? Like seriously.
NBA2K Sports pregame show. The action tonight will be live on Salt Lake City as the Utah sometimes I did. I said he's a good player. It's the first thing I mentioned.
With Wix, you can create a professional website that looks stunning. Just go to Wix.com. The best part is, you can update it and keep it fresh.
It's Monday, everybody. It's the Bonfire Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. I'm Big J. Okerson. Dan Soder off doing billions today. I believe this is the scene where he's asked to shave Axe's genitals. And he's convinced it's for some sort of a swimming activity. He gave me the sides. I thumbed through it, if I'm being completely honest. Sitting in for Dan today, I like to bring you back, when I get to pick the guest host, I like to bring you back to camper favorites. And we did not chintz on that today, everybody. Shane Gillis joins us.
Yeah. What the fuck is up, dude?
It was a crazy weekend all the way up until even just getting here. The last thing before I walked in the studio was walking by a Asian kid with green hair with a doctor's mask pulled down, dancing down the hallway, and not like because he thought we didn't see him. He was absolutely fine with us seeing him, but he was dancing like no one was watching, which is how people will tell you should always dance. Dancing, no one's looking. But this guy was doing that. It was very bizarre. Me and Christine are walking down the hallway. It's been a bizarre, backwards fucking day. I took the train here today and almost didn't make it in time. Everyone keeps talking about this train. Jacobs, the Lous of the world, all swear by this train that seemed to have me stuck in a tunnel, claustrophobic, with New York's finest, homeless through white-collar people, uncomfortable. Why is that a better way?
You'll get used to it, but that drops you off right. It drops you off right here.
It does drop you off right here.
It's so great.
What train?
Took the F today, and it just fucking
You don't have to even
shit it back.
There were specifically delays on that.
Yeah.
So it was a problem. And we still did get here on time.
We're going through a series of train changings and emotional roller coaster. Are we going to even make it in time? You guys like that? That's what everybody seems to like. I know Dan would be swimming through the pathetic this year, huh?
You've been stuck in traffic.
Sure, but I'm above ground. If anything terrible happens, if New York caves in, I'm not just sitting there waiting to be squished like a cockroach.
Since at the end of the time, you can tell everyone you're going to be late.
Yeah. How can I text and tell you I'm going to be late if I'm underground? You know what I mean? We have a cliffhanger situation out of there.
Oh, I would have
even
carried
that took 2 hours.
If you were late, I would have just carried it, dude.
Hell yeah. When there was only one set of footprints in the sand.
Just me and Jacob, just like, so what's up?
What
I don't know, man.
Me, Shane and I worked together this weekend in Philadelphia at Helium. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Great weekend. Only 4 shows. Thursday canceled, which a lot of people pointed out is funny to listen to the Bonfire on Thursday and be like, right now, show started already. You're late if you're even hearing this. And it got canceled in the middle of the day after we had already gotten the car. Me and Christine got a car. We leased a car. We showed you guys yesterday here in studio. And we got to know it really well as it took 7.5 hours to get to Philadelphia. Just sitting in that weird snow, people getting out of their cars. It was nonsense, but we found out there's lower lumbar support in the seats. So there's a positive I got to make from it. They canceled the first show, and then Shane did the next 4 shows, which was unbelievable.
It was fun.
Just packed houses. It's an emotional weekend there. My mom came out to see a show. My mom's watched me perform in front of 15 disinterested black people at a bar before. So it's kind of a cool situation for her to come out and see that. But then also everybody knows are already the fans, which is funny. And for all the Christine was telling me that somebody came up and said, "Did Jay really watch you fist fight when he was younger?" And she was like, "Yeah, he did watch me fist fight."
You watched her fist fight?
Yeah, another chick.
How'd that go?
House.
Did she win?
She did win. From what I remember, the girl took off. Yeah, my mom was holding groceries, and so was I. And we were coming up the steps to it was like a little walkway, just a duplex apartment in West Philly. And as she's coming down the walkway, this lady came up and started accusing her of sleeping with her boyfriend. And my mom may have done, I don't know. I'm not saying she didn't do it for sure, but whether she did or didn't, this lady was a crazy lady. I think notorious crazy lady in the neighborhood. And she came up and accused my mom of sleeping with her boyfriend, which probably did not exist. And my mom could have done better than this chick's boy, whoever this guy was.
Oh, you don't even know who it was?
No.
You just think your mom can definitely pull hotter than imaginary? Like, you're just assuming this guy's ugly? And your mom can definitely score a hot dick?
Yeah, my mom could definitely score a hot dick. And my mom, I'm assuming the guy's ugly because the lady was like the batshit lady in the neighborhood. You know what I mean? More like crazy makeup. I think everyone called her the cat lady kind of thing.
That's kind of the lady you give dick to.
Yeah.
Dude, you sneak into a duplex and fuck her.
But this chick came with my mom outside. My mom was trying to like talk her away and, you know, make this not become a fight, I guess, in front of her young son, maybe 8 years old or something. And my mom just finally, the Philly came out, man. She just dropped the bag of groceries on the ground.
Yeah, I ain't a whore.
It tagged her up a few times. I got something real funny for us later with that Philly accent, by the way.
Really?
Oh, man. Somebody sent today, I have the name written down somewhere. I'll give them credit. Someone sent us this that Christmas came early with, and we will definitely get to it later, so I don't mind teasing it. A Philly accent porn. Like stepmother point of view bullshit porn, but it's all. And one of the lines says at a point is, "All right, let me go get frickin' changed and I'll do it."
I have two friends that have very intense Philly accents, and my friend told me they were fucking once, and she was like, "Yeah, turn me over." He started laughing.
Turn me over. You gotta flip me over.
Yeah, that's an accent that's.
It's hard to look sexy.
Tough to fuck with.
She's like a singer. She's like a British singer. She has the accent, but her fuck noises aren't Philly.
Really?
But when she talks in between them, it sounds like a different person making the fuck noises almost. And then and then she comes out and she goes, "I want you to come inside me."
Yeah, I look forward to that. Just the weekend I started using the Philly accent. I was around 6.
I got called on it a few times.
I was around Beezer, so the whole weekend I was even just imitating him. If you see something, you're like, "Hey, Sirius XM." No matter, I'm doing the bonfire today.
I got to meet Beezer and Kyla.
Yeah.
Kyla is the girl voice of the Peroni's commercial. And Beezer.
Beezer, yeah, Beezer.
What's his actual name?
His real name's Brian Six.
Brian Six, yeah. I got to meet the Beezer. And neither of them putting on a character.
No, not
I mean, they're putting on a character, but they're not putting on a voice.
Get 60% off your second deck and start wandering now. Offer ends soon. Come seek the Royal Caribbean.
Just did. They just read it for sure in their voice.
Yeah, Six does stand up, and when I went to write that, I was like, we gotta have Kyla just talk. And she was like nervous because she doesn't do stand up or anything. But when we recorded that Peroni's commercial, she was like, I was like, "Here, just say this." And she's like, "Damn boy."
Barbarous Biscuit on the Boulevard.
Do you have a mangled dog? That's perfect.
She said you were a great director.
I was super patient because she was nervous as fuck.
She
just
killed
say it
it
again. Just say it like that.
And she killed it. I heard her doing the lines outside for people. And I was like, "Was that the actual voice?" And Christine was like, "Yeah, that's her." You should do it for fans. It was great.
Yeah, when you were like, "I just met Beezer, dude. I feel like I met a celebrity." I was like, "Dude, if I tell Beezer, he's gonna
have the same feeling meeting Beezer and hearing his voice, because they just came down a dark alley where I was smoking
a cigarette in the alley. They're like, "Yeah, what do you got down there?"
Yeah, what's up? I was like, oh yeah, and I just heard the voice, and that was just the, yo, know that fucking pussy pump Black & Decker shit. I'm talking 20 volt to wall, 20 volt to wall.
I was at Lincoln Tech learning fucking cars and shit.
You know, they get Percocet for that? You should know. I said, fuck you. But meaning, when I said when you walked away, I said I was so starstruck by the voice. Because I've listened to that so many times, it makes me laugh. I played it for so many people. And it just fucking, the voice, just when I hear it, it's the same feeling I got when I came to the stand one night. We watched Dan Mintz doing stand-up. And I was like, I hear Tina Belcher's voice from Bob's Burgers. Because it's just his speaking voice, and it's so bizarre to hear the voice of Tina's doing stand-up. And good. It's like funny, really funny guy, so it's like, it was just interesting. Is this it?
Yeah. This woman gave me a palm reading and said I'm going to die. But I don't believe in that stuff, even if she is a dermatologist.
I mean, it's just so bizarre. Do you know the cartoon at all? No one here watches cartoons. It's just me and Christine. Fucking stoner
Watches
idiots.
Bob's Burgers?
I don't.
It's so great.
No, I watch sports. I watch sports and Fox News. Yo, it's May Beasley.
Last night, when we got back from Philly, we went to Jacob's house for the NASCAR Super Bowl. The championship, the national championship, is that what you call it?
Yep. 2018 Monster Energy Cup Championship.
And his dude,
That's when you know your sport's legit.
Yeah.
Fucking Monster Energy Cup.
he has no, yeah.
Sports stinks, dude.
NASCAR. He got us. Oh, you heard him so much with that.
I have a comeback. No.
No, it doesn't.
You know,
Oh.
no, overall, it's probably a horrific sport, but when it's like gambling on something, you can get behind anything, you know? And that's how it felt going to Jacobs. He was so invested in Joey Logano winning. And then the fact that it seemed like it was a possibility from the time we got there. Then, by Jacobs' explanation, looking not good for him at all. And I mean, I'm not a moron. We could see that he was behind another guy. But it seemed like a little out of reach. And then he came around and like, fucking, so following one car and giving a shit about it,
Yeah.
for any reason, made it much more exciting, for sure.
Yeah, my dad would gamble on it occasionally. Just to have something to drink to for 4 fucking hours. But yeah, sports are my thing. Sports are that's, I mean, that's up there with golf as far as just a nap.
No.
Bargatze loves watching golf. I don't understand watching golf either. But,
Golf is awful.
again, that said, me and Sherrod Hall had to commentate on golf one time. We did a live, like a companion thing to a golf
Fuck
tournament.
hired you guys
I
for that.
forget. I totally forget. Some website. But we sat there and watched me and Sherrod, and we actually had a blast. We just, you know what I mean? We smoked before and just sat there and like, well, and it came down like a guy lost like a 9 something, or like a 9, it's too much.
9 stroke?
No, there's no way it was 9, but it was like a lot. It was like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And the guy who was like way in the lead just ate shit in the sand. And just Jordan Spieth won, so I forget the guy who just fucking was in the mud, man. Just kept swinging and fucking up in the same.
Yeah, it's good to see these dudes
he
collapse.
I think it was a crazy like 6-stroke lead, and he just went like 4 over par, just eating shit in this dune. He could not get out of that dune. It was like a pure choke.
God damn it, now all I have is Beezer's voice in my head, dude. Thinking about Beezer talking about golf. He's like, there he is. He's fucked it. He's in the sand. Land
I mean,
or sand.
that should happen. Like there should be Philly companion pieces to anything. Like a real, like just turn off Merrill Reese on the Eagles game and just fucking. I mean, at this point,
Talking about fucking it.
At this point, just turn off the Eagles game. It's. And I mean, yeah. It's holy shit! Congratulations, Black Lou. I know the Cowboys they're shaping up though.
They're shaping up, but I mean, it's just going to waste our time this year. They're not going to do anything in the playoffs.
Probably not anything significant, but I mean,
the draft pick.
but the Eagles, I don't even know what. I mean, everyone's hurt, but beyond that, even couldn't even guess what the problem is.
Yeah,
Carson Wentz, I've never seen him look more gingery than that game yesterday. I mean, how.
They needed you out there, dude.
I mean,
They needed you quarterback in this thing.
I mean, I had the dream that I was going to be quarterback. But it's
You would have fucking.
I gotta tell you what, I wouldn't have went out like that. You just gotta believe it. I wouldn't have went out like that. So I would just throw more screens, man. Non-stop screens.
I don't think you understand how hard a screen pass is.
No, I'm 6'3", dude. I'm good.
You would rope that.
Yeah, I fucking send it. Nice tight spiral right over the helmet of the closest defender. Because, I gotta let him come in. I realize I'm taking a real chance here and getting hit. Because the O-line's letting him through.
You would take those hits, though.
But that dump off? No.
You would swallow.
I'm terrified of the hits. But I know I'm going to get touched a little bit if I'm going to hit these screens. But I'll just non-stop screens. And then when they're like, we're going to read the screen, I'll audible switch sides. I'm going to play like a 12-year-old plays Madden. Straight screen passes. And then, when it comes time, crazy long bombs. Just directionless, eyes closed, cannons, and just hope that I...
Never fly first class. Ruins flying in coach forever. That's exactly why you should never get fooled. Live TV plus tons of shows and movies gonna ruin TV for you forever.
How far do you think you could throw the football? How many yards?
Right now?
In the air, how many yards do you think you could throw it?
How far I send it in the air? 45, 50 yards.
You think you could throw a
45 yards. We talking official football? 45, 50 yards.
We're talking vortex, you can't hit 50 yards, dude.
Wait, are we in a vacuum or are we in Earth's atmosphere?
Oh, fuck.
What is going on? What's the gravity situation there like? Because, I mean, the shoulder's in there, but, I mean, I can't help. I don't know if there's wind and shit like that.
Damn, if we actually did this...
In the elements talking about?
If you laced one, I'd just sit there and be like, yeah, goddamn.
Send it. I want to give it a shot. I'll tell you what, if I do it, my arm's going to hurt for 2 weeks.
Yes.
For sure. I've gone out and had a football catch not too long ago, and, I mean, 10 or 12 back and forths, and I was like, I feel it already. And we kept going, and it fucked my arm for the next 3 days. I was like, yeah, that hurts a lot. Just an unused muscle. But if I warm up the instrument, watch out.
Yeah, that's a fine-tuned machine, dude.
And by the way, I don't have to throw it really 60-some yards all that often. Most of it comes off these screen passes. I just got to get it 3 yards down.
Wait, why do you think you don't think you're ever going to throw it 60? Like, I don't have to hit deep too often.
Yeah, but every now and
every once in a while, you gotta keep them honest.
Yeah. Fourth, I'll tell you, it's all Mad 93 rules. 4th and 1 in my own goal line, and I will, I'll send it 70 yards. I mean, it's good. I don't know where it's going. Pick a side of the field and load up over there.
You just drop it in a bucket, dude. You're the line of scrimmage, just like, yo, I'm about to torch you, motherfucker.
As soon as I snap this, I'm dropping back 3, and I'm sending a rainbow to the fucking, I'm sending a rainbow to the middle of that field. Whatever that fucking mascot is in there.
I'd love to see you get back in the huddle after the first play. Holy fuck, I fucked up, guys. I shouldn't be out here. I fucked up big time.
Everyone's so fast.
Please help me. Somebody help me, for fuck's sake.
Everyone's so fast and big. Everyone's so fast and big.
I fucked up so bad.
What is that? There I am.
Yeah, that's you.
That's Sean Jackson. I'm sorry, I hit him.
That's you with the rollout.
Michael Vick. Zing. Look at that. You didn't know where that was going.
I love that you're using this as like, look at that. I can do it.
Michael Vick? Well, here's the thing. I fancy myself a bit of a Michael Vick type quarterback because...
I can't express to you how much the opposite of Michael Vick you are.
Wait. Hear me out. I know I don't have the speed, but the quickness side to side and the breakaway ability... the tackle breaking ability.
Yeah, you could.
That Michael Vick was a fucking peanut, man. That guy would fold on one hit. Yeah. And there's no direction there either. Peyton Manning. He just knew. Right side of the field. Get there. I'm putting it up somewhere over there.
Go to Sean Taylor hits. Sean Taylor Pro Bowl concert. I just want to show you what it would look like if a pedestrian ran in the NFL.
Am I the pedestrian in the story?
This is anybody who's listening. Anybody listening that thinks like, oh, man, Anybody that's like Jay, that's like, oh, there it is. Rewind that. Like, it's... Now that's a punter in the NFL, and I think he's the closest to a normal human we can find.
Yeah. Wow.
And in the Pro Bowl, they tried to run a fake punt, and Sean Taylor just said, "Nah."
Jesus.
We just upright.
God damn.
That'd be you, dude.
No, I'm bigger than that punter, man.
It doesn't matter if you're bigger, dude. You would die.
No, but that guy's alive. Did that guy die? He's alive. He's fine. Did he punt again? I'm sure.
No, he popped up like a dork at the end of that play.
Look, I'm not saying I'm not going to take a shot. I might even go down. I'm just saying I could break a few. In my mind.
You couldn't break one. You couldn't.
Really?
Yeah. You
Oh,
think
they
you
tape on
could
their fingers and shit?
break a tackle in the NFL?
Yeah, I think they get a hold of my jersey and I do that thing where I knock their arms off. One fell swoop. Right, buddy, I bring a hammer with the forearm.
I'm starting to feel bad.
I thought you were just going to say I'm starting to believe it, but I guess that's not the case.
No, I think, yeah, I don't think you would do well in an 8th grade football game. I think you would struggle against a good pony football team.
I'm throwing down. That's easy. I don't have to put it up there for these studs. These are kids,
Hot
man.
kids,
Yeah.
dude. They got some wheels.
Yeah.
Get under it.
Let's get them out there. And by the way, that tackle football, I'll let the play develop because I'm shrugging off 8th graders left and right, man. I'm shooting them away.
Have you seen 8th graders lately?
Yeah.
They're fucking thick.
No, I haven't actually.
They lay you out.
Show me big 8th grade. Show me
Big 8th
Show me
grade.
big 8th grade football. I want to see big 8th grade football.
Yeah, these kids are fucking.
No problem.
Look at that.
Come on. 8th grade. Get out of here. Shrug. Number 5 comes at me, dude. He's eating turf. Number 5 comes at me. I'm hitting him so hard his helmet's coming off. I'm throwing by the way, I lower the ball and throw shoulders while I stay in the pocket in this game. This game, an 8th grader comes at me. I'm telling you, I cup the ball and just stretch that kid out. And then I go back to watching the play unfold. I can sit in the pocket for... And I'm underestimating 3 full minutes. I can stay in that pocket. Really? 3 full minutes.
I don't know.
Do I have an offensive line?
Yeah.
3 full minutes. If I'm shrugging off 1, 2 at a time, 3, 4 minutes. I'm in that pocket.
That's an incredibly long time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The guys are exhausted. Some of them just stopped running. But I'm telling you, it's 8th graders. My daughter's, she's 10th grade now.
And you can fuck her up.
I can fuck her up at anyone she knows. Absolute guaranteed truth. Bring a gun. If you're a friend of my daughter's and you want a piece of me, bring a gun. And if you shoot me, you better kill me, motherfucker.
So I'm getting up and throwing it 60 fucking yards.
Man, Jay just came back from Philly, huh? Yeah. What the fuck you gonna do? Do something. Is this 8th grade still?
Yeah.
Look at that kid.
That defensive
Look at
end
the
would
kid
fucking
closest to
eat
him.
your lunch, dude. 42?
What?
Welcome to Dollar Shave Club. We make amazing world-class grooming products, and the more you buy, the more you save. We call it our handsome discount. Get started with a shave, shower, or oral care starter set for just $5. Only at dollarshaveclub.com.
42's getting flipped over my back. He's going feet over ass.
These kids look good, though. These kids look like they definitely fucked already. You know, I mean, these are the type of 8th graders that have already fucked.
This is, and by the way, it's 8th grade Texas, where football matters. Not a chance. Muay Thai knees to the face, man.
Look at how hyped they are, dude.
Well, yeah, if they win, their parents don't hit them. I think. I don't know Texas law. I don't understand it. Did you have a great time this weekend in Philly?
Yeah, that was awesome, man. That was really nice.
You got to meet your chick?
Baby girl showed up.
Hell yeah. Twerk for your friends?
I said, fucking baby girl, you better twerk right now for my friends. And she did, dude. She
did.
said, twerk right now for Jay and Christine. And she fucking twerked.
Twerk? Son of a bitch, she twerked.
What do you want, baby girl?
Super hot, man. Super hot girl. She's a solid person. Nice chick. Absolutely. And a sweet girl. Fuck yeah, dude.
Thanks, dude. Plus, she's the type of bitch that'll twerk for my friends.
And she'll twerk for your friends, which is pretty awesome.
That's a good trait. Jacob, would you twerk for your friends?
Yes, let's do it again.
Why? And so we got off the track there, but talking about NASCAR and your hatred of it. But it was pretty exciting, and Joey Logano won, and Jacob had to celebrate. He wanted it. He wanted it bad. These are direct quotes. Please, I need this.
I did say that.
Did you just say that to yourself?
No, I said it out loud. There.
Did you
The world's here.
Did you ever play the audio at all?
Huh?
Did you ever play the audio?
Yeah, okay. Play the audio.
I can't put it out.
No, I don't want the video out.
Fulfilling a dream.
Sam, I got a call from your wife.
DJ Majors getting the information. No pressure at all.
Get the fuck out of the way!
Turn number 4 to claim his first championship history.
Team. I don't have
It ain't just for you, hillbillies.
I never really talked to a player or a football team before, or any like a sports team. So I don't
You ever got
know.
into football?
Not really.
Oh, man, you could have fooled me with the way you celebrated in that.
Yeah, it was a little.
I watched my
That's
daughter.
why I don't want this on the air. That's why the video's not going out.
Jacob, I watched my daughter, who I love more than anything in this world. I watched her come out of the womb.
It's not.
And I didn't emote that much.
It's not right what I did. I'm not.
It's not wrong. I'm telling you, I'd love to have a passion in something in life like that.
But that was
Eagles won the Super
25
Bowl.
years coming.
The Eagles won the Super Bowl, and 25 years coming. What do you mean?
Meaning, I guess I was just building up. Like I just had.
A child.
I just haven't had it. I'm trying to think. Like since I've been an adult, you know.
Did you know
I've never celebrated about sports like that. I think maybe the Mets won in '86. I was happy, but that's the last time. So yeah, it's been a while.
1986.
Yeah, it's been a while.
And you picked this guy as your guy. You picked this guy as your guy,
Like from the start. Once I started watching NASCAR,
right away. He was your dude.
You were like, he's cute. He's cute.
He was my dude from the beginning.
Jacob definitely, he needed to know that Christine would in fact fuck this guy. It was important to him to know that. He wouldn't take no for an answer.
I think you should pick him over Jason Momoa.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
No. He won yesterday. I mean, you saw him.
This guy will treat you
Jason
better than
Momoa
Jason
plays
Momoa.
Aquaman. Joey Logano is an actual champion. Christine.
Oh, suck on that. You think Jason Momoa can fit into one of those goofy cars with that crazy headrest?
I can't wait for Joey Logano to take a hard right on the track. Burn to death while you watch it.
Oh no! Oh God, Joey, no!
I would say exactly the way you just said it.
See Jacob
Oh God, Joey, no.
just fall into a self-hug on the floor.
Oh.
Oh, Joey, no! This is all I fucking had!
I would be miserable.
I wanted to get you a hooker right afterwards. I wanted you to. You should have fucked last night. You should have fucked something last night, Jacob. You were so into it.
I would have.
It was very exciting. We all were excited for you
Glad
also.
you came. I'm sorry, Shane. I wish you had been there. It's been great to have you there and watch me do that.
I was so happy, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, Jacob made a tapenade.
I would have been cheering for whoever was close to beating Joey as hard as I could.
Martin True.
Martin Truex Jr. second place from North Jersey.
You sure it's Truex or is it True?
Martin Truex.
They say it always?
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
his name.
Truex. It's a weird name. It sounds like a product. Did he change his name for something that sponsors him? Is he the one that's losing his car, you said?
Yeah, it's crazy because he won the championship last year, and his team is closing shop. I said to Jay, it's like the Eagles saying, "Yeah, we're not around next year."
That's kind of what they did.
That is what happened. That's actually what happened. They won the Super Bowl and then said, we're going to go away for a year.
And they were like, you know what? Let's just go him.
Yeah, what were you, hit all fucking night?
Damn, so you got into NASCAR out of like... Yeah, Joey's pretty fucking hot. Look at that guy.
Yeah, he's a good looking dude.
He's thinning up top a bit when he takes the hat off. It does change his face a bit when the hat comes off. No, Jake, why do you fuck this guy because you love him for who he is?
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't matter.
I don't think it would be that hard to get a hold of this guy. You should give him a call.
We're interviewing tomorrow morning.
Oh, well then, sorry I said that about him taking a hard right. I figured that was inappropriate.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
That's after the fact now.
I got into NASCAR because
Is that him?
No, that's Chase Elliott.
Now you know them all. That's great. You know these guys like I knew my G.I. Joes. It's Roadblock, Snowfall, Gridiron.
Individual sports are weird to cheer for.
There he goes. He looks a bit like the lead singer of Hoobastank, with shorter hair. And less hair. I'm sorry, Jake. I know his hairline means a lot to you. How excited are you to meet this guy?
He's perfect to me. You don't have to change a thing.
How excited are you to meet this guy tomorrow?
I'm pretty excited. I've got questions already.
Oh yeah, well, I mean we're gonna let you take the ball at a point for sure to ask some questions.
What questions are you thinking about?
Just about the end of the race, and also I want to point out that all these guys came over and it was their first NASCAR race and they saw him win, so it's personal.
I'm gonna talk a lot about the other teams. Here's the only thing. I'm a Jimmy John's guy. I like a sandwich and I like it. And Jimmy John's handles those things for
It's
me.
freaky fast.
I don't know what Pennzoil's ever done for this guy, so
Nothing. Pennzoil's a dog shit. Fuck Pennzoil. Fuck Joey Logano.
Pennzoil's what makes your sandwich get to your house. Pennzoil makes the car get to your house.
Yeah, but if it just shows up at my house without a Jimmy John's sandwich, the worthless ride.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, we'll tell them, get some better sponsors. I'm going to come with some sponsorship recommendations. I think that's the move. What other questions do you have?
I left them upstairs. They're like,
They came from your heart. Did you write them in blood? Did you write them with a fountain pen and an inkwell? That's what I can picture. I thought it was very exciting. I'm actually excited to meet him. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
NASCAR champion.
That's awesome.
We'll see, yeah.
I mean, he won yesterday.
I mean, I have a lot of questions. I want to see a picture of his wife. Does he have a wife?
Yeah, I mean, they just had a baby.
Oh, dude, bring her up. But don't make excuses for her
I'm
fucking
not making
weird fat middle body right
It's
now. Just because she had a baby, so it's not really, she looks better than
Brittany.
Brittany, of course it is. They all are.
Yeah. I guarantee these NASCAR dudes have some pretty hot white trash wives.
Oh, buddy, you gotta see the girls stand on the stage with him. The girls stand on the stage with him, like the
high school
showgirls.
sweethearts.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Oh, so pig. I get it. Let me see her. Zoom in close. It's too far. Oh. All right, buddy.
Yeah, she's
Something more provocative.
She's really pretty.
Hell yeah.
This guy's killing it.
Yeah.
Jacob, I see why you're a fan, dude. He's got a great dog.
Let's see that dog.
See the fucking dog.
Fuck that dog.
Fucking dog.
Oh.
Yeah, the dog's even posturing, dude. Look at that.
Like, by the way, just so you know that picture, I thought he was wearing a girl's boot, but it's his. It looks like I thought he was straddling across the whole thing and wearing one girl boot. Yeah, they got a pretty good life. Yeah, she got a good leg. Good wife. Good job. He's nailing it.
He's got it all.
Now, tomorrow you get to kill him.
This thing, he has all those things you want. You can kill him and then become him. Mr. Ripley, this dude. Jacob, don't just scratch your neck, say something or laugh. I go, Mr. Ripley, this guy goes, could be maybe the perfect time. Let's take our first break here. We're hanging out with Shane Gillis today. It's the bonfire.
And now, back to the bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Dan Soder.
Hello. I'm here to talk to you about something that sucks bad. Do you or a loved one suffer from Peyronie's? You might be asking yourself, what's Peyronie's? It's when your daughter looks like one of those inflatable things outside the car dealership, like Barbera's the best up on the boulevard. Peyronie's disease is scar tissue inside the penis that causes curved, painful boners. If your boner hurts, you probably have Peyronie's. But don't worry, Peyronie's affects tons of dudes. Here are a few testimonials from guys who got mangled dongs. This is Shane from Roxborough.
I mean, the day I got my Peyronie's, I was just driving home, regular day at work. I was, stuck in traffic on 76, just daydreaming, thinking about Keith Primo scoring on a Pico power play for a case of Tasty Cakes, nothing unusual. Listening to Bonfire, I hear them, they're talking about this dude named Roman Palumbo, so I Google him, check him out, and turns out he was pretty hot, and I didn't know I had those types of feelings. So I start getting a boner, and before this I wasn't too religious, but my one Uncle Steve told me that if I ever turned gay, he would come down from heaven and bend my dick, and next thing I know, I'm sitting in traffic with the hardest boner I've ever had, bent under the pressure of my Carhartts right against my dungarees. It bent so hard that now I got Peyronie's. And now I can't even go down to a Wawa because all the guys know about it. They make fun of me. Every time I order a hoagie, they just give me a bent hoagie. I say, yo, will you toast my hoagie? They're like, no, we'll give you a bent hoagie, you fucking weirdo. Get out of here with your gay Peyronie's. So yeah, Peyronie's isn't fun. It's not a joke.
Beezer from South Philly.
Yo, it's me, Beezer. So, last year, I finally graduated from the Lincoln Tech University School with a degree in cars and shit. To celebrate, it's me and my boy, Ed Reynolds. We go down 2 Street to have some sweet-ass nail gun fight. We get down there, and fucking Eddie gets all nutty and shit, starts firing off like 6 framing nails right in my dick and balls region. And he ain't using no Black & Decker pussy pump like those retards in Local 138 use. I'm talking brand new DeWalt 20 volt, right at it. So I got out of urgent care, and the black chick working's like, yo, on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad's your dick bent pain? And I'm like, 69, bitch, what's up? And she's like, you got Peyronie's disease. And I was like, first of all, I ain't got no gay homo disease, all right? I got Irish weekend coming up in 2 days, and I ain't missing it for this made-up shit. And she's like, no, it's a real disease. It's called Peyronie's. And I was like, do I get Percocet for it? And she's like, no. And I'm like, fuck you.
To help men like this, go to www.healthwellfoundation.org. And together, we can help these men unbend their dongs.
Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. Big J Okerson, Dan Soder off doing billions. Sitting in with us today, of course, one of every camper's favorites, Shane Gillis joins us. Make sure you listen to Shane Gillis on Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast on iTunes, and of course a fair one on the Compound Media Network. ELO Day today, music. Saw a lot of concert, a lot of hits. Good band. Jacob's writing notes. He's writing, what do you think of Joey Logano questions? I wouldn't even read you what Stephanie Falcone said about Joey Logano. It would break your heart. And she loves you to death, but she's not feeling him in the looks department. Says also not a Jason Momoa fan, but would take him any day of the week over Logano.
To each his own.
Well, it's a woman. It's a woman, the kind of person who probably should be making these kind of decisions.
I'm gonna go ahead and call her bluff, dude. I agree. Like, I mean, if Logano shows up, dong out. Yeah. You telling me Falcone's saying no to that?
Yeah, Falcone, you say no to that? We teased it a little bit earlier, and I can't. You have that video, Christine, with Philly porn. The accents are definite. I don't think it's being done on purpose. Who's the person who sent this to us?
I don't have that because you sent me the
I
video.
texted it. I thought I texted it. I want to give him the right credit for this here because it's fantastic.
Jeremy Haskins.
Jeremy Haskins, yes, Jeremy Haskins sent this to me on Twitter, and I copied it immediately and sent it to everybody. He had the tag, Christmas comes early, Delco porn, and boy, oh boy, these boys, I've never listened to porn enough to even catch something like this. Maybe it's a thing. I caught something like this on was it Delta, Christine, or was it one of those airlines that has the video they played for you before instead of having the people talk anymore? The video has a person very much from Philly giving some of the things. Okay, basketball fans.
this game, we see the Oklahoma City Thunder against the Milwaukee Bucks. Well, Milwaukee, they got the job done in every way possible this season. They're sitting pretty with the best record in the league, East or West. And for that guy to be undefeated, let's decide on the big game, since we're all going to call you the alphabet or the Greek freak. Greek freak is casual. The super freak, well, like my main man Joel from high school. Yes. He was a freak. Yes. Mason. The perennial. I think every freak has a better ring. Yeah, I do too. But what do you think? Well, I just asked him. Okay, well, so. Dummies. Oh, that was quick.